My name is Gutterman, and I am Chief Marketing Officer at ConsenSys and one of the co-creators of Ethereal. Ethereal is a movement of people coming together to decide what we want to build for the decentralized Web 3.0. So the Web 3.0 is the concept of having a better version of what's essentially the internet, a version that is decentralized, where people can not just communicate in a free way, but exchange value peer-to-peer. What the internet did to communications, Ethereum can do to value. What the internet did was it made it much easier to communicate, to share stories, to share text, to share videos. It lowered the barrier to entry to creating and circulating content, the rise of social media, etc. But that whole move didn't come with a shift in value. So it liberated all this content and all these conversations without changing the way that value actually works in the economy. This is us playing catch-up and trying to actually match that value exchange to what happened to communications. In my capacity doing marketing, people often ask me, how do you explain Ethereum? They get very hung up on this notion of explaining Ethereum. And sometimes I say, who here knows how the internet works? Who here can describe to me exactly how the internet works? And usually it's very few people. It turns out that you don't actually need to understand how the internet works in order to use it. And you don't need to understand how a light bulb works in order to turn on a light switch. We provide a lot of materials educating people on what Ethereum is and how it works, but ultimately I think adoption is going to happen because people build amazing products on top of Ethereum that users really want to use, not because we've done a great job explaining it, because who cares? In terms of consumer products that you can actually start using today, MetaMask is a great option. MetaMask has over 1 million active users, and it's the easiest way to browse the Web 3.0, even using one of today's browsers. It's a Chrome plugin. Other applications that are really interesting. Here at Ethereal, we have Viant. They are a supply chain blockchain company, and they've managed to bring a 200-pound tuna to this venue right now. They're going to serve it as sushi, and the interesting thing about this tuna is that they've tracked its provenance from the fishing boat to the table, which is here. So using supply chain tracking, they're working with the World Wildlife Foundation to ensure sustainable farming practices, authenticity, etc. You can use blockchain supply chain to make sure there isn't slavery or child trafficking in supply chains, to ensure that workers are being treated well, and to be able to create high quality guarantees for consumers. Ethereal's awesome. It's not like any other blockchain conference. This is about a movement. This is much more like a festival. This is about really bringing human beings together for something really special. And I think in an environment like this, people can actually authentically connect with each other.